It's a harsh truth, but some individuals in our lives derive satisfaction from causing harm and chaos. Consider this: you might be sharing moments, trusting someone, only to discover they are the source of your turmoil. Today, we delve deep into a topic that's as captivating as it is frightening: recognizing the signs you're dealing with a malevolent person. Whether it's a colleague, a friend, or even a family member, these individuals can be masters of deception, hiding their true nature behind charm and charisma. Today, we aren't merely exploring this dark side of human behavior out of curiosity. Understanding these signs can be life-changing. The Stoics believed in the power of perception and the importance of living a life guided by reason and virtue. By identifying and understanding these toxic traits, we can protect our peace of mind and cultivate healthier relationships, staying true to the Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. Stay with us as we uncover 5 telltale signs of a malevolent person. By the end of this video, you'll not only be better equipped to spot these behaviors but also learn practical ways to safeguard your mental health and well-being. If you appreciate our content, a simple favor I ask is to hit the subscribe button and don't skip any part of the video. You won't want to miss our special bonus section where I'll share an effective strategy for setting firm boundaries with these individuals. Let's embark on this journey of self-awareness and resilience together. 1. Charming and charismatic at first. When discussing individuals who initially seem charming and charismatic, it's crucial to remember that appearances can be deceiving. These people often have a way of lighting up a room, making everyone around them feel special and valued. They know exactly what to say to make you feel like you've just made a new best friend. At first glance, they seem like the perfect person, witty, engaging, and genuinely interested in your life. It's easy to get swept up in their charm, thinking you found someone truly special. However, the Stoics teach us to look beyond the surface and seek the truth through rational thought and observation. Over time, you might start to notice small cracks in their facade. Perhaps they always need to be the center of attention, overshadowing others in social settings. They might talk over you, interrupt you, or subtly put you down in front of others. These aren't just quirks or signs of an extroverted personality, they're red flags. The Stoics would advise us to observe these behaviors with a clear mind, unclouded by the initial excitement of their charisma. Imagine being at a party where this person is the life of the event, telling jokes and captivating the crowd. Initially, it feels great to be in their orbit, but as the evening progresses, you realize they're dominating every conversation, making everything about themselves. When you try to share something about your life, they quickly redirect the topic back to them. This is where the Stoic principle of apatheia, a state of being undisturbed by external things, comes in handy. By staying emotionally balanced, you can see through their charming act and recognize the self-centered nature underneath. It's also crucial to pay attention to how they react when things don't go their way. A genuinely kind and caring person will handle disappointments and disagreements with grace and understanding. But someone who is merely playing a role to gain your trust might quickly become angry or defensive. They might lash out or try to manipulate the situation to regain control. According to Stoic wisdom, such reactions are clear indicators of a lack of virtuous character. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to be wary of those who display signs of anger and manipulation, as these are not traits of a rational and virtuous person. The key here is to take your time and trust your instincts. The Stoics believed in the power of observation and the importance of not rushing to judgment based on first impressions. Epictetus taught that we should carefully evaluate the character of those we allow into our inner circle. So, if someone seems too good to be true, give yourself the space to observe their actions over time. Notice how they treat others, especially when they think no one is watching. True character is revealed in how a person behaves when they aren't trying to impress anyone. Remember, not everyone who seems charming and charismatic has good intentions. Some people use their charm as a tool for manipulation. By staying grounded and mindful, you can protect yourself from being taken in by a superficial facade. Stay true to the Stoic principles of wisdom and discernment, and you'll be better equipped to navigate these complex social interactions. 2. Lack of empathy. Another crucial sign to watch out for is a lack of empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's what allows us to connect deeply with those around us, offer support when needed, and create meaningful relationships. However, some individuals seem to completely lack this essential human trait. They don't care about how their actions or words affect others, which can have a devastating impact on those around them. The Stoics believed in the importance of compassion and understanding as fundamental virtues. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about the interconnectedness of humanity and the need to consider the well-being of others as part of our own well-being. So, when we encounter someone who shows a blatant disregard for the feelings of others, it's a serious red flag. Imagine you're sharing something deeply personal with a friend, hoping for some comfort or understanding. Instead of showing any genuine concern, they brush off your feelings or even mock your vulnerability. This lack of empathy can make you feel isolated and misunderstood. It's not just about them not being there for you in tough times, it's also about them failing to share in your joy or celebrate your successes. A person who lacks empathy won't cheer for your achievements. They might even undermine them or take credit themselves. This behavior isn't just limited to personal relationships. Consider a boss who pushes their employees to the brink, showing no concern for their well-being. They might demand long hours without fair compensation, ignore requests for time off, or publicly criticize employees in a way that's meant to humiliate rather than constructively guide. This creates a toxic work environment where people feel undervalued and stressed. The Stoics would advise us to maintain our inner peace and integrity in such situations, recognizing that the lack of empathy in others is a reflection of their character, not ours. Furthermore, a lack of empathy can lead to more sinister behaviors. People who cannot empathize with others may engage in actions that are outright cruel, all without any sense of guilt or remorse. They might lie, cheat, or even inflict physical harm without a second thought about the pain they're causing. The Stoic philosopher Seneca emphasized the importance of kindness and justice, teaching that our actions should always reflect our inner virtue. When someone lacks empathy, they're fundamentally disconnected from these values. A lack of empathy is also evident in smaller everyday interactions. For example, you might notice that someone constantly interrupts conversations to talk about themselves, shows little interest in what others have to say, or fails to offer help when it's clearly needed. These might seem like minor annoyances at first, but they add up to a pattern of behavior that reveals a deeper issue. The Stoics would remind us to be observant and discerning, understanding that these small signs are indicative of a person's true character. If you find yourself dealing with someone who consistently lacks empathy, it's important to set boundaries to protect your own mental and emotional health. The Stoics believed in the importance of maintaining our own well-being and not allowing the negativity of others to disturb our peace. You have the right to distance yourself from those who drain your energy and bring you down. 3. Manipulation. Another major sign of a malevolent person is manipulation. Manipulation is when someone uses deceit or cunning tactics to control or influence others to get what they want. It's a subtle, often insidious behavior that can be incredibly damaging to those on the receiving end. Manipulators are skilled at twisting situations, making you question your reality, and bending your will to suit their needs. This can leave you feeling confused, powerless, and unsure of your own judgments. Let's think about manipulation from a Stoic perspective. The Stoics valued clarity of thought and the ability to see things as they truly are. They taught that our perceptions should be grounded in reality and that we should remain steadfast in our principles no matter the external pressures. When someone manipulates you, they are attempting to cloud your perception and distort reality, making it difficult for you to stay true to these Stoic ideals. A common form of manipulation is gaslighting, where the manipulator tries to make you doubt your own memory, perception, or sanity. They might deny that certain events happened or twist your words and actions to make you feel at fault. For example, let's say you confront a friend about something hurtful they said. Instead of acknowledging it, they might turn the tables, accusing you of being overly sensitive or misremembering the situation. This can erode your confidence and make you reliant on the manipulator's version of reality. Manipulators are also adept at playing the victim. They might guilt-trip you into doing things you don't want to do by making you feel responsible for their happiness or well-being. You might have a friend who constantly complains about their problems, expecting you to drop everything to help them, yet they are never there for you in return. They might say things like, "If you were really my friend, you would do this for me," making you feel obligated to comply. The Stoics, especially Epictetus, emphasized the importance of understanding what is within our control and what is not. We cannot control others' actions or emotions, only our response to them. Consider how a manipulator might use flattery or charm to get their way. At first, this can feel great. They might shower you with compliments and make you feel special. But over time, you might notice that their praise comes with strings attached. They might compliment you when they want something from you or when they need you to do them a favor. This type of behavior is a form of covert control, making you more likely to bend to their wishes. The Stoics would advise us to remain vigilant and not be swayed by superficial flattery, but to seek genuine connections based on mutual respect and honesty. Another tactic manipulators use is isolating their victims from others. They might subtly undermine your other relationships, making you doubt your friends or family, so you become more dependent on them. They could say things like, "I don't think that person really cares about you," or, "Your family doesn't understand you like I do." This isolation makes you more vulnerable to their control. The Stoic principle of autonomy teaches us to value our independence and to cultivate inner strength, resisting any attempts to undermine our sense of self. If you recognize these manipulative behaviors in someone close to you, it's crucial to take steps to protect yourself. Setting firm boundaries is key. The Stoics believed in the power of self-discipline and maintaining one's own integrity. This might mean limiting your interactions with the manipulator or seeking support from trusted friends and family who can provide a clearer perspective. Remember, your mental and emotional health should always come first. 4. Consistent lying. Consistent lying is another clear sign of a malevolent person. While everyone might tell a white lie now and then, a malevolent individual lies habitually and without remorse. These lies can range from small, seemingly insignificant falsehoods to major fabrications that can severely impact your life. The Stoics valued truth and integrity, teaching that living an honest life is essential for inner peace and virtue. When someone lies consistently, they are not only betraying your trust but also compromising their own character. Imagine you're dealing with someone who constantly changes their story. One day they tell you one thing, and the next day, their account is completely different. This can leave you feeling confused and uncertain about what's real. Over time, you might start to question your own memory and perception, which can be incredibly destabilizing. The Stoics believed in the importance of rational thought and clear perception. When someone lies to you consistently, they are disrupting your ability to see things as they truly are, making it difficult for you to make informed decisions. Consider the example of a coworker who lies about their contributions to a project, taking credit for work they didn't do. This not only undermines your efforts but also creates a toxic work environment where trust and collaboration are impossible. The Stoics would advise us to focus on our own actions and integrity, recognizing that we cannot control the dishonesty of others. However, it's important to address such behavior when it affects your professional life, ensuring that you receive the recognition and respect you deserve. Another common scenario involves a partner who lies about their whereabouts or activities. They might say they're working late when they're actually out with friends or engaging in behavior that could harm the relationship. This type of lying can erode the foundation of trust that any healthy relationship is built on. The Stoics taught that trust and mutual respect are essential components of any meaningful connection. When faced with a partner who lies consistently, it's important to have an honest conversation about your concerns and set clear boundaries to protect yourself from further harm. Moreover, habitual liars often have a knack for making themselves look good at the expense of others. They might lie to manipulate situations to their advantage, making themselves appear more competent or trustworthy than they are. For instance, a friend might lie about their accomplishments or experiences to impress you or others. While this might seem harmless at first, it reveals a deeper issue of insecurity and a lack of genuine integrity. The Stoics would remind us to value authenticity and to seek out relationships with those who are honest and true to themselves. If you find yourself dealing with someone who lies consistently, it's crucial to approach the situation with a clear mind and a firm resolve. The Stoics believed in facing challenges head-on and maintaining our principles in the face of adversity. This might mean confronting the person about their lies, seeking support from others who can offer a clear perspective, or even distancing yourself from the individual if their behavior becomes too harmful. Remember, your peace of mind and integrity are more important than maintaining a relationship built on deceit. 5. Lack of accountability. Lastly, a lack of accountability is a major sign of a malevolent person. Accountability is about taking responsibility for one's actions and their consequences. It's a fundamental aspect of integrity and character. When someone refuses to be accountable, they often shift blame onto others, make excuses, or outright deny their wrongdoings. This behavior not only harms those around them but also prevents them from growing and improving as individuals. Imagine someone who never admits to their mistakes. When something goes wrong, it's always someone else's fault. They might say things like, "I wouldn't have done that if you hadn't." Or, "It's not my fault, it's because of." This refusal to take responsibility can be incredibly frustrating and damaging, especially in close relationships or collaborative environments. The Stoics taught that we should always strive to be honest with ourselves and others, acknowledging our mistakes and learning from them. A lack of accountability goes against these principles, leading to a cycle of blame and denial. Consider a boss who never takes responsibility for their poor decisions. When a project fails, they blame their team instead of acknowledging their role in the outcome. This creates a toxic work environment where employees feel undervalued and demoralized. The Stoics believed in leading by example and maintaining one's own integrity, even in difficult situations. If you encounter a boss or colleague who refuses to be accountable, it might be necessary to address the issue directly or seek support from others who can help create a more positive and accountable work culture. In personal relationships, a lack of accountability can manifest in various ways. For instance, a partner who never apologizes or admits when they're wrong can make you feel unheard and disrespected. They might turn every argument around, making you feel like the problem is always with you. This can erode your self-esteem and create a deeply unhealthy dynamic. The Stoics emphasize the importance of self-reflection and personal growth. When someone refuses to be accountable, they are not only harming others but also stunting their own development. Furthermore, a lack of accountability often comes with a sense of entitlement. These individuals believe they are above reproach and that the rules don't apply to them. They might feel entitled to special treatment or believe they deserve more than others without putting in the necessary effort. This attitude can lead to behaviors that are selfish and harmful to those around them. The Stoics would remind us to stay grounded and humble, recognizing that true virtue comes from within and is reflected in our actions and attitudes. If you find yourself dealing with someone who lacks accountability, it's important to set clear boundaries and communicate your expectations. The Stoics believed in the power of rational communication and the importance of standing up for what is right. This might mean having a difficult conversation about their behavior, seeking support from others who can help mediate the situation, or even distancing yourself from the individual if their lack of accountability becomes too harmful. Remember, your well-being and integrity are paramount. Conclusion. Recognizing the signs of a malevolent person is crucial for protecting your mental and emotional well-being. By staying vigilant and trusting your instincts, you can safeguard yourself from those who seek to manipulate, deceive, and harm. The Stoic principles of wisdom, integrity, and self-awareness are powerful tools in this journey, helping you navigate complex social interactions with clarity and strength. Remember, you deserve to be surrounded by people who respect and value you. Stay true to yourself, and don't hesitate to distance yourself from those who bring negativity and harm into your life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Stay tuned for our bonus section, where I'll share an effective strategy for setting firm boundaries with malevolent individuals. Stay strong and take care.